Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Pats and the Chiefs, and it comes your way. Next,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on yet another AFC team, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw taken in by Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28.
I like the screen being called here early a game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mahomes now on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Six yards left on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, nice move. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there. And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He dumps it off to Barkley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense? On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Patriots now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Patriots send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Mahomes. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a give to Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Ball runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Gronkowski.
There it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Lynch. Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Brady now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. second down. The field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Lynch. Dances back, and he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good to make it 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Kelce now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mike Evans sees man coverage. I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Patriots have it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We talked about by land or by sea, right? Or, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
You know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, this Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Play action, now it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From midfield, here's Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
It's bad the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This from 25 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And here we go, partner. My palms are sweaty. These are the moments we wait for in the booth.
Oh, come on. I know when you were a kid you went through this, right? But, you know, there was always that one guy in the neighborhood who had the yard that was conducive to playing like this. I know I won many a drive at Billy Mosslander's house. So that's what he's got to draw on now. Go back to those good old days. Remember how it was and have some fun doing it.
A little more pressure packed here in this drive, in this moment of the National Football League. Mahomes now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes will throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Now the biggest extra point of this man's life. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.